Did you know the reason why so many people get the shits from going to Taco Bell is because they actually spike the amount of fiber that their body has for the day? That's why people get the Taco Bell shits.
Huh.
Because Taco Bell puts beans on almost everything, and beans are a good loaded source of fiber. And it's like if you turn in someone's normal consumption from like 10 or 15 at max to 30, I was just like, holy shit! I don't know what to do with all this fiber. Good for you though. Speaking of which,
Heard it here first.
I like
Taco Bell is
beans.
good for you.
You got beans?
Beans are so good for you.
Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
Yes. They also have a whole bunch of other good stuff in it. But fiber's just a big one.
They're high in protein too.
Yep, that's what makes them so good for if you're counting your macros.
That and like just trying to get protein in this economy. Meat? Are you kidding? Who can afford that?
Yeah.
Beans and lentils and rice. Good to go.
Honestly, though, it might be a little plain to most people, but like that's like the most nutritious meal that you can ever ask for.
Well, it's like plain if that's all it is. You gotta throw like veggies, tomatoes, mushrooms, spices for the love of God.
Oh yeah.
Season your food.
Well, I'm saying like as a survival meal, like that's king.
Only thing missing is some fat.
Yeah.
So throw a little chili oil in there. Because again, season your food.
Or a little butter. A little butter never hurt anyone. I also second that statement. Season your damn food. Also your pasta. Salt your pasta water.
Oh yeah. You'd be amazed. Properly salted pasta water, like the pasta itself, without anything on it, is edible.
I salt my pasta water. I salt my rice water. The rice, yeah, I do it. The funny thing is, I thought I was, I was doing a couple of like shakes of the salt shaker, and then I was watching. I think it was Chopped was the real one. Like my wife watches a whole bunch of the cooking shows on the Food Network. But then I started watching that, or like all the cooking shows, and I see how much they put in, and I'm like,
for like a pot of pasta. Yeah, it's like a handful.
Oh, that's what they mean by pinch. Okay. And so I started doing that, and now when I look at my wife, and she just takes a couple shakes, and I'm like, I take the top off, and I'm just like, all right, we're good. And then I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, there's like 3 shakes, and that like, couple quarts of water isn't gonna do much. But like 3 tablespoons, now you can bring out the flavor. I have hit record.
Yeah.
I think I was the last one to get ready. I'm good to go. I'm going to start eating my tacos. So that means my hand will be messy, so I can't really adjust anything. Do you need me to do anything before we start?
No.
Probably should turn the volume up a little bit.
I don't think so.
Well,
let me do the recap.
There's no time for thinking. If you need me to change something in the next 2 minutes, my hand's gonna be covered in sauce.
I'm Donnie Danger. I don't think, I just do. Let's go.
There's no time for thinking should be our slogan.
I like it.
All right.
Take it away.
And viewers, welcome to AED&D, where we all take turns DMing, and I am still the DM, and my campaign, Powerless, is about superheroes.
Remember, you recording?
And
Sorry, continue.
right? And every player here is playing their own hero. We have Frequency, played by Manbear. Sparkstorm, played by Bork.
How's it going?
And Sledgehammer Disco, played by Kipnurgasburg.
Right.
And to recap what happened, since it's been 2 weeks.
Well, actually, so we should get started on that part. I keep telling you can't go in cold. You gotta warm them up.
It's good that you're the foil to me. You jump in. There we go.
So the first week that we missed was I believe because Borderlands 4 came out. Has anyone else played? Let us know in the comments. I heard it was pretty good. I'm excited to try it out. Then I was gone last week. I was inaccessible by calls, email, or whatever. Maybe a pigeon could have got me, but I wasn't receiving any messages. Any other vacations that we oh yeah, I was on vacation. I was on a cruise ship. It's fun. You should, if you haven't done it, it's worth the experience. I'll probably be doing more.
I've just been heavily addicted to Valheim, so these past 2 weeks, I've literally been doing nothing but building a base.
I saw you playing that, and I was wondering if that was my eyes deceiving me.
Every second of my free time, every minute where I have time after I come home from work, and when I wake up, before I go to bed, these past 2 weeks, I've been logging to Valheim and just building shit.
How far are you?
We're in the Ashlands, which right now the game's early access, so that's the last part, and we haven't beat the final boss there, but like not in a rush because the game's it's kind of like one of those take it at your own pace kind of games.
Hey, so I'm gonna stop you there. I've been playing it for like the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to explain it. You're further than me though. I get distracted. I was playing with a bunch of, or one guy runs a server. And then I'll start getting to like a point where I'm building a base and then they'll just run ahead of me and then I get distracted. So I actually haven't, I got past the mountain the one time in one of them. And then I think with every update, we normally start a new server and then go through just to keep things fresh.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm so attached to this server. I've been playing with my sister and my brother-in-law, and they're much more seasoned in the game than I am, and they've been doing a lot of the building. I just recently started getting into building. I've mostly just been going out gathering shit with them and fighting. I've gotten pretty good at fighting, but yeah, I've just been playing with them, and our base is so huge.
The building is so much fun. They've done a lot right with that. So what's the newest one that came out? The new zone.
It's still the Ashlands. There's going to be one coming out in like maybe 2 months called the Deep North.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I think that
optimistic 2 months.
I think we're gonna have it started up a new server, and then I might actually dive into that one more. But yeah, I always wanted. Is there a whole reason why you're playing it now? Because you have a computer that can handle it?
Partially. Also, like, Ryan and Jake, they snagged me at a time where I had no games I was currently addicted to. I got a very addictive personality.
That's why we can't.
You can't tell by the way. Yeah, if you can't tell by the way I was just playing Valheim, any game I play, like, that's my life. That's my life until I fucking scour and scrape every bit of content out of it, and then I move on to the next victim.
Oh yeah, the Dark Souls 3 in 3 days was enough to convince me of that.
Yeah, so right now Valheim is the only thing I care about. It's the only thing I'm doing. I made all my D&D planning within the past 4 hours for this session.
It's fine.
I've
been addicted to Oxygen Not Included for like the last 6 months. Maybe not 6 months, but I bought it in spring, early summer, and I have like 600 hours into it.
Oxygen Not Included. What is that?
it's similar to the Factorio and Timberborn. It's a base building type of game where it's as complicated as Factorio in the different mechanics. You have to deal with like gases, liquids. You have to figure. You can grow food. Like, I mean, you can run out of oxygen for your people. So it's like a base building like Timberborn, where like you place buildings, they build it and they work in them. So you have people actually doing the work, but like quote unquote people are beings. But then it's as like automation and as complicated as Factorio. So it's very, I just It looks if you look at it, if you start it and you watch like first start playing it, the art style or whatever, it looks very cute. And then you get like 20 cycles in and all your people are complaining because they can't breathe, and you're like, what the fuck did I just do? And then they all die.
Hardcore.
Oh yeah, because they'll die from food, lack of oxygen. I mean, I just started a new one because I didn't have any metal volcanoes and it was pissing me off in my other one, so I switched to a new one. Like, I mean, they can suffocate. So like if they go digging somewhere, they can get themselves trapped. Like if they run out too far and can't make it back to some O2 like in the world, like they'll just suffocate and die. I lost like 5 people already in this one.
Nice.
So yeah, so there's a whole bunch of things you have to like set up and then like get them happier and stuff like that. It's so addicting because there's always something else to do. There's always a next project. It's like, oh yeah, I just finished this. Let me just get a little start on here, and then the next thing you know, 4 hours later, you're like, I'm hungry.
I do like that cycle.
So.
All right.
I think we warmed them up enough.
Yeah.
Are you guys warm? So, you guys limber? You guys loose?
Toasty?
Might be a little cold.
Put a blanket on yourself. I'm wearing a blanket while I sit down.
Well, you might want to start rubbing a little bit, warm yourself up. Too far? Okay. Take it away, DM. I'm going to start eating my taco.
Maybe playing the game. Maybe playing the game will warm you up even more. So, last time on Powerless. Y'all ready? Correct me if I missed anything, or if anything's wrong. Our heroes returned to Century City after spending a long time in cyberspace. Each went their own way. Frequency returned to the abandoned house, where the 3 metamen he knew lived. These metamen were henchmen for a villain called Mr. Blank, who was currently detained by force. The metamen explained that the city was becoming much more dangerous. Frequency heard them explain that powerful new villain called Colonel Carnage had single-handedly conquered a nearby city, and it was emboldening the villains in Century City. Frequency allowed them to fill him in on other matters, such as the state of the Maldroids, who are now mostly phased out and are only used by a few establishments as extra security. There was supposedly a group of vigilantes going around trying to free the Maldroids from the Maltech software installed into them. There were also rumors of a bunch of pirates on the shore planning something. Frequency heard all this, but was mostly interested in finding and freeing Mr. Blank, though wasn't quite sure where to start. Sparkstorm, for himself, he returned home and was met by a warm welcome from his parents. After a heartfelt reunion, they explained to Sparkstorm that school was out. Shortly after he had left cyberspace, yeah, he doesn't have to worry about that. Shortly after he had left cyberspace, the villain activity had skyrocketed, and it was too dangerous to live normally. In response, the city was legalizing pro-heroes once more, and Force was even working alongside civilian heroes to quell the surge of villain activity in Century City. Later that night, when he had some free time, Sparkstorm decided that he wanted to dismantle the gridometer that he had and reassemble it with extra components. He narrowly avoided damaging the complex inner workings of the device and rebuilt it with greater functionality.
Oh, shit.
As for Sledgehammer Disco, he decided to visit his favorite bar, a shady place without a proper name. He enjoyed a drink while letting the bartender fill him in on what he missed. He also watched a bar television to see a broadcast of CCTV, Century City Television. It showed a militant-looking villain giving a winding speech while holding the reporters of the news station captive. Colonel Carnage, as he named himself, announced that he belonged to a greater organization called Fang and that his Molar Brigade had seized an entire city. He welcomed the villains of Century City to join him, while claiming that his Molar Brigade would crush any heroes who drew too close. Sledge left the bar shortly after and went to his apartment to sleep. The next day, he decided to head straight for Brightsville and face Colonel Carnage himself. He rode Maurice, his personal car, into adventure and realized that the cyber larvae he put in his car had given his ride a powerful boost in speed. He also figured, perhaps, he may pay Gunshow a visit before this next adventure. And that's the recap for last time. Anything I missed? No?
I think you're good.
All right. Okay.
I
And
got
then
a
with
name for the
that,
bar. I got a name for the bar.
yeah, what's that?
Just call it the Neon Cathedral.
Neon Cathedral. Guess that fits. It's right next to the casino.
It's a common nomenclature for bars. You know, they have the bit bright sign. You have a bartender that you confess all your sins to.
Neon Cathedral. That sounds fitting for somebody who is called Sledgehammer Disco. All right. And with that, is anybody itching to go first? Otherwise, I'll just pick somebody.
Well, I know what I want to do, but I'm not necessarily itching to go first. So if somebody else has more motivation, they're welcome to.
I'm only halfway done with my tacos. Excuse me.
All right. Judging by these responses, I say Frequency, you're up first.
Sounds good to me.
You skipped Sledge.
He didn't say anything. I took his silence as what do you call it?
Speak now, forever hold your peace type of thing.
At least Frequency
Marriage.
has an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a vague vibe for what I want to do. So let's go with Frequency's idea.
Okay.
All right.
So essentially, I got a prison break to do, so I can free the metal dude whose name I keep forgetting.
Not Mr. Blank.
I think it is Mr. Blank actually.
Yeah.
So essentially, I slept through the night, woke up, and this would be me waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I grab my fucking thingy.
Gridometer?
Yeah, that thing. And I message Blind Justice, the Blind Justice. I tell him, hey, how's it going? Just got back to the city. I need to break into prison. I need to know two things. One, where are they keeping a metaman by the name of Mr. Blank? And two, which of the cops guarding him are corrupt and which are not? And I send out that message.
All right. Are you just going to wait for a reply?
Yeah, I can't do anything without a reply.
All right. Hour goes by and you don't get a reply. Do you continue to wait?
No. I message Gadget Man. I know he's in Duet right now, but he should still be able to get messages. He's all fancy high tech. And I go, where's Blind Justice?
It seems as though you're getting some interference. He is in a different dimension, and he's focusing on something. And your message didn't go through.
You son of a bitch. You know, he should be thanking me. I saved his goddess and his dumbass.
I'm not sure that's how he'd see it.
I don't care. It's what happened. Anyway, I go to the Force headquarters where I first met Blind Justice. And while I'm walking there, I continue to look at my gradometer for a reply. Well, it wasn't forced.
Okay. As you go there, you do see signs advertising that this one right here, Cape Sync.
Where is it? Oh.
Pinging.
Whee!
You see, some people walking in and out, some of them wearing costumes. Signs, are plastered on the building. The big sign out front says Cape Sync, now with support by force, with an exclamation mark after it.
Hate Inc.
Okay, well, I go in. I'm looking for blind justice, so I go in.
Okay, you walk in, and you've walked in here before. You know the front has a reception desk. Last time you were here, last time you were here while it was in business hours, it was blind justice at the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Right now you see this woman here. She looks like she's wearing a blindfold and a force uniform, and she's at the front desk. And she kind of just looks at you, or in your direction at least. It's hard to tell. And she smiles. Hello, sir. How may we help you?
Where's blind justice?
He's busy. He has a day job. And he has a lot of clients to attend to.
Yeah, he knows me. He knows I'm important. He'll answer. Find him.
And who are you?
I'm Frequency.
All right. And you see her type on a computer. You don't know what she's typing. Maybe she's sending an email or something. I sent him a notification.
While she's typing, I go, make sure you add in, I saved her. He'll know what I mean.
She raises an eyebrow. Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Just gonna send me to blind justice. I mean, if you don't send me, I'll go find him myself. So pick one.
Well, he does return here around 4.
Where's he at? That's not here.
The courthouse, representing a client.
Cool. Courthouse it is. Bye. I head to the courthouse.
All right. Since it's basically been like 2 or 3 hours for you.
No. I can run across this entire map in 6 seconds. It has not been 2 or 3 hours for me.
All right. Okay. You get to the courthouse. It seems to be in session. I don't have it listed here. Give me a second.
My fault.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I like this building. This one right here.
Cool. Yeah, how is that even gonna take me less than freaking 2 seconds to get to?
I mean, this building.
You dirty bitch.
Where the hell did it go?
He moved it across the map to make it a little bit harder. I could still probably get there in 6.
I have to talk to the city planner. Who the fuck put the courthouse not near the police station where the jail is?
This is kind of close. Police station's here. Anyways, you go towards the courthouse, and it's very near where the Giz Mansion is. Giz Mansion is kind of like on a big old plateau raised above everything else. Just barely see the peaks of the mansion itself on the bluff above you as you enter the courthouse. There are police stationed outside, and one of them prepares to stand in front of you.
I'm not suspicious. I'm not weird.
It's a high profile.
Approaching the courthouse at Mock Jesus.
There's a lot of
more suspicious if you try.
There are a lot of supers in this town. This town was literally just run by robots. Some dude running real fast shouldn't be all that crazy.
Also, people are a bit on edge with all the villains running around.
Well, I just keep casually walking. If he wants to get in my way, he's welcome to, but I just keep walking towards the courthouse.
You keep walking, and he steps aside because, like, fuck, he just ran through it. Mock speed. He's not going to try and fucking stop you. He's got 5 HP and a handgun. You see him get. He gets on his walkie-talkie and starts contacting somebody. You don't know who, and Are you rushing down the hall or just walking?
No, once I get to the courthouse, I start actually walking at a human's pace. You know, not speed running. Just walk up to the counter and go, what court case is Blind Justice in right now? I'm not being rude or impatient about it. I'm just asking.
All right. Well, the case is in session, but he is just down that hall. I would ask that you don't interrupt it.
Oh, I'll be fine. I won't interrupt. I just go and I stand by the door. I actually have no intentions of interrupting the court case. I just stand by the door until the court's done and then wait for Blind Justice to come out.
Okay, as you stand by the door, 2 people with, like, tights and capes walk up to you. I mean, it kind of looks like they're trying not to look like they're watching you, but they're clearly watching you.
I wave. Two little plebs pretending to be heroes aren't gonna scare me off. I wave at them. I just continue to stand there and wait for Blind Justice.
Right. After about half an hour, court is what are the terms? Court is in session. Court session ends, and people have time to walk around and use the bathroom and stuff.
That's a recess.
A recess. Court recess.
Well, no, it could be the end. Recess is if that case is going to continue going. Ends is that case is over. They're preparing for the next case.
The way he was talking, it sounded like they can walk around and take a break and go back to it later in the day.
Yeah, you see them approaching the swing set. It's clearly recess.
Okay. And with that, you see somebody walk out of the room. He's wearing a business suit, but he's wearing an eye mask and everything, kind of like he's wearing a suit over a costume.
Basically, I've like beat the living tar out of Blind Justice, and I've seen him without his mask on when he got almost killed trying to protect Gizmo Girl. I'm pretty sure I know what he looks like.
You did pull a bomb out of his mouth that Killjoy put there.
Yep, I totally did that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what the guy looks like. So if it's him, I'm gonna approach him.
Before you get close, he just says, frequency. Sorry, I couldn't respond to your message. He's not even looking at you.
I figured. I wave, and then I look at my hand and go, shit. Then I go, hey, so you got my message. I'm guessing yours talks to you. I need that information, like, probably right now.
Can't we step outside for a moment?
I mean, yeah, a moment, but I am kind of in a hurry.
He strolls outside at a brisk pace. Much less ears out here. Although everything sounds loud to me.
That's what you get. Next time you won't take radioactive sewage to your face.
Not many people know that that's what happened. Anyways, to answer your question, Mr. Blank is most likely in a forced detention facility off the shore.
No guy who owns a boat. What about the corrupt cops watching him? Which ones are corrupt and which ones aren't? I need that list. It's important.
Isn't information I have available to me. It's not like I keep tabs on every guard on post. They keep getting shuffled out and switched around.
You're literally a lawyer. You should know who's corrupt or not.
I know that a few have been found corrupt, and they have been restationed.
Well, if they're at this station, give me their names, their badge numbers in a list form, so I know. And, plausible deniability after that. Just don't ask.
Throw their social security number in there too while you're at it.
That wouldn't hurt.
I can give you the names.
I just need the names and badge number.
I can give you the names and badge number of somebody who's being under investigation. Anybody who has been found guilty is no longer still bear guarding.
Shit. Didn't expect that, but cool. Well, sure. Give me that guy's name. And then have yourself a wonderful day at court. And I wave again, and I look at my hand again, and I go, shit, bye. And then I head off to the coast.
You can see he's trying to motion for you to, like, wait as you're about to rush off.
Fine, I wait.
I gotta ask. You're doing this as a hero, right? You don't plan on springing a villain free, do you?
I look at him, and I go, I'm not a hero. And then I run off after saying that, completely stone-faced.
Damn it. All right. Where did you say you're running off to?
The Salty Spittoon Bar. I'm pretty sure I know a couple people who owe me a favor who have a boat.
Yep. I actually have a map for that. I'm going to put you on that map real quick. Actually, can I move individual players, or does it have to be the full party?
You can move individual people. You have to drag their token from the bottom of the screen up to the map you want them on.
Okay, let me see if I can't find it. Just pieced this map together earlier today. Nope, not that one. Not that one, not that one. Give me a second. Not this one. Oh, here it is. Okay, drag their name to it.
Yeah, we're on the bottom where it says frequency. You grab that and drag it.
All right, I'm going to reveal some things on this map. You tell me if you see what looks like the entrance to a bar.
You haven't switched my map yet. Maybe that's not how you do it, because I'm still staring at the city. Oh, there I go. Yeah, it looks like a bar, but I see a lot more than the entrance.
Okay, I'm just going to reveal some things.
Where'd you go? Oh, there
He
you
took
go.
me off the map.
No, the salty bar.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys are curious what he's seeing, I'll let you guys see it. Just you guys kind of know where he's at. See some of the shit I had. Not there.
Well,
Not
why
there.
did you bother dragging me on my own if you're gonna let them see anyway? You should have just dragged everybody.
It's a good point. There we go. Yeah, that's a good point.
What the viewers would like to see too.
Yeah, there we go. That's the reason why.
I was just wondering why he's going through this rigmarole of trying to drag me on my own. He could have just dragged everybody.
Because they got places to be too. All right. So you kind of see the inside of this bar. You can place yourself in here somewhere.
Yep, I stroll in. I stroll up to the bar. And then I notice in the top left corner is Barracuda, I'm assuming. So, like, I quick, super speed right up to her and give her a hug.
Okay, she's about to throw a dagger at a target. Are you going to hug her as she does that?
Yep. That sounds fun. I'm going to do that. Scare the shit out of her.
You go up to hug her as she's about to throw a blade. And she fumbles it. And I'm going to have her roll. And mid fumble, she catches it with the other hand and throws it at the target dead center.
I let her go, and then I clap, and I go, ha, good job.
Oh, well, fuck you, Frequency. That was a close one.
But we're in a bar.
Also, Long time no see. I thought you were dead.
Nah, another dimension. I'll tell you about it some other time. Right now, you're the perfect person. I need a boat.
The mariner standing next to you walks off storming and hands Barracuda like $20 before walking off. Get a drink at the bar. A boat?
Yep.
Can't offer you much. The water breaker's been seized.
Fuck. Who the hell got his ship?
Horse.
Yeah, those guys are dicks.
Not a fan of pirates.
Not a fan of anybody. Well, I don't need much. I'm not trying to go visit the Ocean Kingdom. There's apparently a prison not too far off the shore. I gotta break somebody out.
That's quite the coincidence. I have a few friends looking to make a prison break themselves.
Cool. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You know my policy. As long as they don't commit true evil, they're fine.
In piracy, there is no true evil, just treasure.
Greed's not evil. Greed is greed.
And that's why I like you, Frequency. She gives you a big pat on the shoulder. Now follow.
As she's walking away, I kind of quietly mumble, I broke your knife.
She pauses and stops. I like that one.
In my defense, the guy could evaporate like literally anything.
She takes a big sigh and says, "Is this your way of asking for another?"
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think it was nice.
Well, hear me and my friend speak. When this is over, maybe I give you another.
Cool.
All right, and she leads you down. You see Mindy LaFleur, the daughter of Cthulhu, bartending right now. She's dressed in bartending clothes, and she's still huge.
Why I recognize her. I recognize the picture.
Yeah, she kind of just nods at you. It's a bit weird seeing her not wearing cultist gear.
I give her a wave. She's the one we didn't kill, right? We killed the facehugger one.
Right. Barracuda walks past some mobsters who are just mean-bunking you guys as you walk past.
I ignore them. Petty bullshit. Frequency don't truck in petty bullshit.
All right. And she knocks on the door in a specific pattern. Doot. Not quite that. It's a little different than that. The door opens. She ushers you in. Frequency.
Doot. He looks familiar. So does he.
They do have different sprites. Okay, so you recognize everybody here except for these three guys. Maybe you recognize their faces. They were generic mariners that were on board the water breaker. You recognize this guy, Salty Saul.
I thought he got turned into a fish.
You also told him to find a way to have control of that transformation.
I did, didn't I? I'm such a good guy.
Look at you. Good guy Frequency. And much to your chagrin, you see that they're all gathered up listening to Riptide.
Didn't I kill him?
You didn't kill Riptide.
Oh, okay.
You fought him. You guys really don't like each other.
Yeah, no, he tried knocking me around a lot.
Yeah. But he did keep the other mariners in line while Red Ray kind of just did his thing. Because he didn't really run things on the ship. Everybody was just there following him, but he didn't give out orders personally. So yeah, Riptide seems to be in the middle of like a meeting in a shady room, and everybody's listening, and everybody stops and looks up at you. Barracuda's like, he's cool, guys. Chill.
Okay.
She looks at you, Frequency.
Yeah. I say I'm cool as long as they can give me a boat. What? Love you too. Best boy.
Riptide stands up and kind of like makes a subtle nod with his head, and you see a mariner come over and like close his door behind you guys. And he says, "And what do you want a boat for?"
Prison break.
Oh, that's rich. Who are you looking to break out?
Friend of mine. What a business of it is yours. You give me the boat, I break my friend out. And Barracuda says you guys got some people in there too, so you can take care of the chaos. You can take advantage of the chaos. I'm good at chaos. You know that much.
Aye. He chuckles, but his teeth are clenched as he does so. I'm well aware. Come, take a seat.
Nah, I'll stand over here.
Yeah. All right. Very well. Now listen. Our captain, Red Ray, has been captured by force.
Did
Yeah, shitty. And we're gonna break him out. See, his brother, he's got some submarines, but he's been out of the piracy business for a while.
I know his brother. He was the one who first sent us towards Red Ray, right?
No, you guys kind of snuck on his ship without prompting.
No, we went to the coast because we saw the news, and we went into a boat shop, and that guy told us about Red Ray's ship, which we then snuck on.
Okay, that does kind of check out. Yeah, Red Ray and Mo Ray, right? His name was Mo.
I don't know.
Mo Ray trying to keep his nose. What am I doing with my accent? Yeah. His brother's been trying to keep his nose clean. No good Mo Ray hasn't been helping us one bit these past few years. But he's got some submarines stocked. We're looking to take one. Commandeer one for ourselves.
I raise a hand, kind of like a teenager in high school, and I go, why not just pay the guy?
He sighs, speak.
That's exactly it. That's all I'm saying. Why not pay the guy? Buy the sub.
We're pirates. You want us to give him our money?
What else are you gonna do with the money? Stare at it?
As you say that, you look around and see that the boxes have like coins falling out of them.
I kind of smack my forehead and I go, what is the point of having all this money if you don't spend it? Buy a submarine, then you don't piss off Red Ray's brother. You can say you own your own ship. I'm sure you want to be captain, Mr. Big Dog Riptide Butthole.
Roll persuasion.
Do 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 do. 7 plus 4 is 11. 23.
He looks as if he's trying to think of an argument, and the other mariners are kind of just like looking at him like, that's a brilliant idea. He reads the room and says, very well, I'll break the pirate code and pay in proper coin.
Cool. So that's settled. We don't got to break into Mo Ray's shop. Go buy your sub. Meet me here in, 2, maybe 3 hours. And we'll go break into prison.
Not so simple. We will have to be underwater for a few days.
Really?
Their surveillance network is intensive. We will have to go a very specific route to dodge their surveillance.
Look at him and I go, I'll save your ass one more time, good sir. I walk over right up here. I touch this guy on the shoulder. and I turn him invisible.
They all just kind of stare dumbfounded. Barracuda doesn't seem surprised.
And then I step away. And he pops back up, and then I step over to this guy, and I turn him invisible. And then I step away, and then I go give Sal a hug. And I go, "Hi, how's it been? Your boss is talking a lot, but I missed you."
It's good to hear a voice that's not crazy. Although...
Frequency actually chuckles when he says that.
But you do know subs are detected with sonar.
And I am sonar is sound. Shit. I was gonna say it's light, and I'm bouncing light, but it's not light, it's sound. Fuck. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a better idea. I'll still meet you here in 2 to 3 hours, and if my idea doesn't pan out, then we'll take the long way. And I just walk out. And I leave them all there stunned as I go. And then I'm gonna get out my gradometer and I'm gonna message Sparkstorm and be like, can you whip up something that makes it so a submarine can't be detected by radar in like 2 hours?
Okay, as you're walking out, roll a perception check. You're not exactly paying attention to everybody in here, but...
Oh no, Frequency is completely aloof right now. Like, he just don't care. I got a 15.
You do know that the mobsters seem to be congregating at the bar, but that's all you notice from your peripherals as you walk out.
Okay. Well, like with that, like I said, I send the message to Sparkstorm, and I just kind of chill outside the bar. I got really no reason to go in, but I have nowhere else to go right now either. Not until I know what's going on, so I just kind of chill.
Okay. I guess we'll take it over to Sparkstorm. Sparkstorm. Imagine you do a few things before we get to this moment. Let's move the map.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Back to Century City. Big map. All right, so you wake up. Did you sleep in?
I mean, as much as someone who's used to getting up early sleeps in.
All right. Maybe you wake up an hour later than Frequency, since you did stay up kind of late putting that gradometer together.
Yeah. Meta-wise, I told you my plan for the mech, right?
You discussed some ideas. You wanted to create a half-size mech.
Yeah, okay. But I have to enchant it again.
Yeah. And be a harder check than before, since it's got more enchantments on it.
I got one more. The enchantment I put on it before was the make it small, make it pocket size.
Well, the mech itself is already dualium rich. It's got so much code in it. It's a hard check to begin with, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I mess with you.
Okay.
I don't know if my parents would like it if I decide just to, update their house with a second or third story above the garage on a whim. Or spawn this mech in the backyard.
Probably
You can
freak them
always
out.
go the Dexter's Lab route, have a secret basement.
I like that.
A lot of digging.
That is true.
Dee Dee, what are you doing in my laboratory? Good shit.
I want to take a quick peruse on the interwebs on if there's like a warehouse that I could rent out kind of like an RV one for an RV. You know, the real boat one, boat storage, RV storage. So something where you have an independent one as power, and like it's just tall.
Yeah, you see some posts. The cheapest ones are from the trailer park south of town. Pinging right now.
I'm not zoomed out. Where?
Lower left-hand corner.
Ah, okay.
That's where the cheapest real estate is.
I'm looking to like ballpark some values. How much would that be?
And you're looking for a cost per month?
Sure. You can get back to me.
Wait a second. No, the trailer park's 200. Anything else outside of that is 500 and over.
And this is enclosed, right? Like from the outside eyes.
Yeah, surprisingly, there's a spot listed that's enclosed from outside eyes.
Hmm.
In the trailer park.
And what other options? That you said that was the cheapest.
Yep. You have a spot somewhere in the seedy part of the city, going for 500. There's not a lot of information, but it assures you that secrecy is a guarantee if you use it.
Okay.
Going up higher than that, towards a nicer part of the city, there is, I'm gonna say this kind of like a high school slash higher education area, kind of white collarish over here. Lots of sites available for testing and experimentation, going for 800 a month. But if somebody else is willing to pay more, they can take the site from you if all the spots are taken. So it's not a guaranteed spot, and there is more security there. So if it's not legal activities, it may be under scrutiny.
Gotcha.
That being said, it is protected by heroes. If it is totally illegal, you can be sure that you'll be protected.
What about like a port adjacent one? I figure one on the port would be pretty expensive.
Yeah, there is one on the port for 1,000. It's not a lot of information. Again, it has some screenshots of the outside. It kind of looks like a warehouse.
Is there one like across the street from the port that's cheaper?
There's a few, but they're all around the same price range. And they don't look any better than the one at the port. In fact, the one at the port does look the best in its price range.
Oh, okay. Well, I note those down. Send them to my gridometer, my upgraded gridometer. I need to think of a name for it. To stop at. I'm not sure if I just want to take apart or make modifications to a mech in the backyard.
Well, you guys go through your stuff. I am gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
Sparkstorm, as you're scrolling your gridometer, you do notice you're picking up a signal from Duet.
I suppose I'll take a look.
It seems to be a broadcast of sorts, and the voice is kind of a narrator being like, And so this is a tale of the heroes who rescued Duet and won ArenaCon. And the point you jumped in, it's clear that you jumped into the middle of something that was been going on for a while. This is not the beginning of the speech. And your gridometer, your new gridometer, actually kind of broadcasts a light display in front of you as a meta man in a business suit, narrates this news segment. Duet News. I'll think of a better name for it. And you see yourself and your team at ArenaCon, the Capital Commandos, or did you call yourself something else? Oh, yeah, you did. Team Gizmo. You were Team Gizmo. Team Gizmo secured the victory at ArenaCon. Their victory is still celebrated to this day, as well as their accomplishments in curing the virus that had plagued our great city.
I am watching with enjoyment.
And he continues to go on. And this broadcast is made with hopes that those from our hero's world will pick this up and receive it. For we plan to make connections and expand trade. Surely people from the land of our heroes must be great trade partners. Trying to think of something that sounds better, but mostly he's saying they want to connect to Earth, they want to connect to this world, and establish trade routes and sort of mingle cultures. But they haven't yet found a way to do so over the internet, since that's the great divide.
Interesting. I put in my notes as something to look into. And I keep watching till the end.
All right. There are other messages there. You get one from Harry. He's just kind of updating you guys. Doesn't know if you guys are even going to get this message. Saying, his business is great. He's got an infinite power supply, basically. And he's been helping the survivors of the virus get back on their feet. Rebuilding is going underway. His shop's got new stock, but he doesn't have any way to sell it to anybody outside of Duet.
I try to reply.
All right.
Basically like something like, hey, we're doing well. Sorry we couldn't make it back to say hi to you before we left the dimension this time. We'll swing by and see you soon. I knew we made friends with the right person.
You send the message, and it actually seems like it's about to slow down. The message is sending, and it's going and going and going. The bar is filling, it slows down. And then it stops slowing down, it fills out right away.
Cool. Like that. That's weird. Wonder if there's... have to deal with some encryption. Meadow. Okay. Then is that all I pick up on my gridometer then?
That's all I can think of. So yeah.
Meta-wise, how tall was the mech? Like how many stories? Like 2 stories, 3 stories?
Four stories tall.
Okay. That is gonna be difficult. Would it fit in my backyard? Or would it?
It would take up the entirety of your backyard. and it would draw a lot of attention to you.
Yeah, but it's not gonna like break down the shed or fence or anything, would it?
No.
And I mean, what if you put a tarp over it?
Hey, now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Um.
Then people would just think it's a giant blue ghost.
It scared them away. They wouldn't want to get close.
I'm gonna take like an hour to do this. And then I'm gonna hit the city. I'm gonna. Well, we did not give it to me. Oh, this one's share. Sorry, dog wants to play fetch because mom's not home. It can only go full size and pocket size right now. I'm not gonna try enchanting it yet, but I am gonna get it full size and climb into it to see what. And then I'm gonna take like a on my new personal assistant. I'm gonna take notes on what I have to do for modifications to it, because like currently it needs 3 people, so all the control panels go to that, and I'm gonna try to like record the modifications or take note of the modifications I have to do, so that I can like, if I shrink it to half the size of, one person can be comfortably in there and all the controls are rerouted to one spot. So like it shouldn't affect anything if I go full size, but then like maybe where my foot goes, that's actually like the platform where the seats, the seat for the third person is. So I'm gonna have to make some like stow and go stuff, and I'm gonna spend an hour to do that. I'm a genius, so I figure I shouldn't have to take too long, and I just want to take notes so that I can think about it.
Okay, well, the first hurdle you have is you bring it to full size, and you're used to this thing having docking platforms where people walk up and walk into the cockpit. Right now you're on the ground. This thing's cockpit is way up, almost 3 stories, 3.5 stories high. Don't have a clear way to get up there.
I float up. I pull out my little compact, or I pull out a trash can lid and I fly up.
Okay, that's a simple enough solution. You get up there. The hatch does seem locked, but it opens as soon as it detects your presence. And you hear kind of a chirping from the inside.
Hey, I'm ecstatic, and I go say hi to my friend.
Your friend, as you know, is tucked away under some panels and stuff, and behind the walls of the interior.
Nice. I'm glad you're okay there, buddy. And I give it some pats and scratch behind the ear, type of thing.
It seems to snuggle up to you, kind of like a cat nuzzling a hand.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad the Dualia modification affected it, and I mean, we kind of assumed that after juices weren't flowing out initially.
Bit of a gamble.
It was. But yeah, so now that I'm inside, I want, because I will take a peruse on the outside afterwards, but like the biggest thing is like modifying the controls so that they're the right size when I'm in there. So I'm gonna be on the inside, taking a look at how to modify it, because I'm assuming like a joint, like a knee joint that's full size, if it works full size and works minimum, like it'll work. So.
Right. Let me look at your character sheet and see what I actually want you to roll.
I'm not doing anything, I'm just planning.
Engineering. Okay, engineering to kind of work in place of a perception check.
Oh. Does it work with caps? It does. 25.
All right, you take your time to look around, and you do notice that all the circuitry is lined with dualium, and it may not be possible to rewire a lot of the circuits and stuff inside of here without casting a debug enchantment on it.
Noted. Okay.
From your experience with dualium, everything does kind of reset to a certain state once it's repaired. So you might be able to forcefully rewire it, causing some temporary damage, possibly lowering its HP, but giving it the specs you want. But once repaired, it will return to original specs.
You're saying take off that enchantment, modify it, and then put that enchantment back on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So I come up with a plan of like how I could comfortably sit in here. Might have to modify some of the tunnels and whatever. Besides that point, and yeah, I make a notes of all that.
Another thing you do notice is that the requirements for having multiple pilots is so that it can operate at max, capability per part. So by wiring everything to a central control, you will lower how many people are needed to control it, but you will also limit how its overall effectiveness.
Yeah, like I'm not if I put it to half size, I'm not expecting to do the 20 mega damage from a punch or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of damage. Its character sheet's insane.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that we had the conversation. Meta-wise, we had the conversation. But like, might be able to do other things. Yeah. So I take note of all that. Do I know which enchantment specifically is on it so that it returns the?
Okay, so the enchantment that returns it to normal is a pretty simple one, actually. One that you do know.
Okay.
Return enchantment, I believe it's called. So, respawn enchantment. Yeah, respawn. Seems to be a variation of the respawn enchantment. It doesn't respawn it per se. It does return it to a state of being. So
yeah, cool. Okay, yeah. After anything else about it?
There is a size variation enchantment, and there is just the fact that it's made out of a shit ton of dualium. So, despite not being an enchantment in and of itself, it is very hard to enchant on top of just its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all.
Okay. Yeah. So I keep going. I take the notes, and then I climb out, close it back up. I say bye to see you later to my little friend, and I shrink it back down to pocket size.
All right.
Before the neighbors start asking questions.
Roll perception as you do that.
I think it's +7. TN.
You think you hear police sirens in the distance, but you can't tell where.
Interesting. Okay. I go inside and I want to see if I can connect my personal assistant to like the police scanners.
All right. Your gridometer?
Yeah.
Your 2.0? All right. You have a police scanner in your house, right?
I don't know, do we?
I'm going to check your inventory. I think you might have one just on you.
I have a pager.
Ah. Okay, so you just try to connect to the internet and hack the police website then.
I mean, radio waves.
All right. Roll hacking.
37.
Of course, this is child's play to you. You hack into the police radio waves and everything, and you see that there's been a report that a giant metal monstrosity has been sighted in the nice part of town, and police have been sent to investigate. The police force is stretched thin, as is with everything happening in the city, and this is just a check-in by officers since nothing has actually happened other than a sighting.
All right. I mean, the kitchen in our house is right next to the front door, right?
Yeah.
I make myself some lunch.
All right. And you hear a car pull up, and you check outside.
I mean, I already know who it's gonna be.
You hear a knock at the door.
I walk over and I get it, holding like a bologna sandwich.
Hello, young man. I'm assuming your parents are at work. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary lately?
I know some, I think, people flying above our house in the last week.
He kind of just looks up and just says, "Yeah, there's always one or two of them up there now." Well, he tips his hat. Stay safe.
You as well, as officer.
And he leaves.
I kind of stand until he gets in his. I'm standing there at the door eating my sandwich until he gets in his car and starts driving away.
He does. You see him kind of like radio in something and drive away. He looks exasperated, actually. And then he drives off.
I kind of shrug my shoulders and go back in the house. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't drive, so I don't think I have a Sledgehammer's cell phone number. I try to find
I
it.
don't think you. Do you know that Sledgehammer Disco is a member of the police department?
He did mention that, yes.
Yeah, it came
Right.
up.
All right. You don't have any of his personal information, but you do have access to the police database and, well, members of the precinct. And you see a Bruce McLean in there. Have you heard his name?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, you see his name in there. Officer McLean.
I give him a call.
All right. And before you get the message from frequency, we'll take ourselves over to Kifnergisblurgen. Sledgehammer
right.
Disco. You're driving the mean streets of Century City.
On my way to have a chat with Gun Show
All right.
and Bob. See how Bob's doing. See if Gun Show feels like you know, being heroic. Seems like he started to turn a new leaf back into it.
All right. From your experience with Gun Show in the past, he did have a series of safe houses and stuff he bounced behind around as a villain, but your memories, your particular memory of him did seem to indicate that he was in a trailer.
Oh, from the gun cleaning
Yeah.
incident that's scarred into the back of my brain. Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming there's a trailer park that's most likely to have that. I don't
Yep.
think I'd recognize from the outside, but
So
I'm
you head
sure it'll have a general vibe I would recognize.
All right. Yes, you do know the general location to look for a trailer park is the lower left-hand corner of this map down here where I'm picking.
All right.
It's pretty low class part of the city. Trailer park's actually pretty big. And you look around, you see some trailers that just look pretty ordinary. Roll perception as you're driving around.
Am I looking for one with a turd on top?
Don't know what you're looking for.
That is a 15 perception.
Uh, they all look kind of run down and shitty, but one of them looks armor plated.
That checks out.
This one
Yeah,
right here. Okay, as you get closer, you see various signs saying, walk away, step off, stuff like that. Your safety not guaranteed past this point.
I'm not too concerned.
Right? You just walk up to the front and knock.
Yep.
There's no response.
Come on, man. Are you really gonna do me like that? I'm not here as a cop.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
You kind of hear roll perception.
4.
You hear footsteps. And the door answers, and roll perception again.
A 13.
You can tell it's gun show, and he looks a bit disheveled, like he just got done doing something, and he doesn't want to look like he was doing it. And he just says, "Oh,
Clean his gun again.
hold on,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, maybe." Well, oh, howdy there, officer. Fine day we're having. Didn't expect to see you so soon.
Like I said, I'm not here as a cop.
Right. And he looks around and he just says, he seems to like be pausing for a second. Then he looks at you and just says, would you like to come in and get a drink or something? I got some beer.
Yeah, sure, why not?
He pauses for a second as if he's waiting to walk in. He looks over his shoulder. And he looks back at you, and then he gestures for you to come on in.
How's Bob been?
Oh, Bob. Bob's not here. He's here. He's good. How'd you know Bob was with me?
I couldn't think of anybody better suited to taking care of him. Is
Right,
he healing
Bob?
up all right?
Bob, come on out. You see this kind of like door at the end. Yeah, the generation generated interior alongside the outside, so I'm like, fine. So you see Bob kind of walk out of a closet, and he's got some duct tape and stuff and some screws in him. And he says, well, hello. We're doing good. We were just considering robbing, what do you call them? A bank? Hey, shut the fuck up, Bob!
I mean, look, that's not as bad as what you could be doing. Sure, they're insured. Well, yeah, why not? That's anyway. I was hoping that you could give me a hand with something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I heard of this Colonel Carnage fella.
Uh, yeah. Big wig over in Brightsville. Why?
I was wondering if you'd help me put a bullet in his head.
Just you and me and Bob here. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I figured Bob would do most of the heavy lifting. You've seen how much of a beast he was. But yeah, you two.
You know what? Hey, let me think on that. Are you fucking crazy?
I mean, I knocked on your door, so yeah, a little bit.
All right,
I
all
mean,
right.
he's the
And he
right extent.
scratches. He scratches his chin. Roll persuasion.
Oh boy. Uh, that is an 8.
Unless you get some serious firepower to help us out, that's a negative.
Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah, he blushes a little bit at that.
You get that gun working? I mean, that thing's. I see that thing shoot grenades. I think I saw it shoot a rocket at one point. Like,
Well, he smiles a bit bashfully. She's good as new, the old Shogun. That enchantment on her, she comes back to me good as new at the start of every day. All that gunk, clean gone. Clean as a
yeah,
whistle.
that was in some rough shape.
Yeah. Wasn't too happy with all that, but she's good now.
So, what about you, Bob? How do you feel about taking out this Colonel Carnage?
I always did want to be a hero. How about you, Gun Show? Isn't that why we were about to rob a bank?
Now, it
No,
seems
no.
to me, I turned to Bob, or to Gun Show. Seems to me that you might have been setting a less than stellar example for our friend here.
Come on, Bob. Just try not to talk for a while. God damn it. All right, all right. Look. Give me a few days. I got some upgrades I want to make to the gun. Unless you're in a rush.
Does Gun Show have a TV?
Yeah, he's got like a shitty little CRTV in the corner.
That's fine. I turn it on to the news channel, see if they started shooting hostages yet.
All right, you turn it on to the news channel, and you see Colonel Carnage giving another speech. And tell me if you can even comprehend what I'm saying, because I don't know how I sound over mic. Hear me! Hear this tortured voice! And know, I was once a fool! I was once a hero! Petty pawn of force! I believed that our powers were our responsibility, that villains were lost souls who needed to be detained, that they were threats to the public. My eyes, they've been opened. Our powers are not some burden or responsibility. They are not a calling to a higher purpose. Our powers are a part of us. To restrain ourselves is no different than to live without speaking. Or sleep without dreaming. Force would pit us against each other. They'd label anybody who uses their powers freely as a villain and compel heroes to use their powers to battle us. It's unnatural. We are all the same. We are the powerful. That's why the powerless masses fear us. Yes, even you
Nice name plug.
heroes. What's that?
That's a nice name plug.
Thanks. Yes, even you heroes. They have no love for you. They don't see you as guardians. They see you as tools. The weak fear you, for they know your true nature. You have incredible powers that you desire to use, that you must bottle up under the pretense of responsibility and chivalry. But you know, deep down, you are better. We are better. Heroes and villains alike. Join me in a new era. The age of heroes and villains is over. I welcome you to the age of the mighty and the powerless. And the feed kind of loops from there.
Alright, so it doesn't sound like you started shooting hostages yet. I figure you've got a couple days before this starts going south. Let's monitor the situation, shall we?
Yeah, Gunshow says, you know, doesn't he kind of have a point, though?
His whole point is that Force are a bunch of stiff pricks, and I'm not inclined to disagree with him on that. But, like, you saw what Sparkstorm, myself, and Frequency were doing. We're third party before this guy was around, and we weren't raging assholes about it.
That's true. This guy is kind of hardcore.
Kind of a douche.
Yeah. I mean, whole point of having superpowers is so you can steal all the money you want, not take over news stations, cities, and stuff.
Yeah, baby steps. All right.
You know, speaking of somebody like him, maybe he does have a lot of money.
Yeah, he's probably taken a bunch, and I don't think there'd be anything wrong with taking money that's already been stolen.
You know, I could scope it out with you, feel things out. Oh, how bad could it be? Couldn't be worse than Anubis and all of his goons. Those guys were pretty crazy.
I didn't see anyone in the background puking up acid, so yeah. Oh, there was that one guy, but that might have just been his deal. But most of them weren't spitting up acid, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, after everything we went through, should be a breeze. Now that I think about it. All
What
right,
about you, Bob?
shoot.
Are you down?
I am so down. And he raises a palm. High five.
Hell yeah, brother. High five him. So, and then out of character, he's held together with duct tape and like bits of scrap metal.
Just parts of him.
Okay. I go back to my car. I've got a laptop in there. You know, every police car has a little laptop in there for looking shit up. I'm checking the school registry for a shit, forget his name. A fella by the name of Chadwick Storm.
Oh. Yeah, he's in there.
Specifically contact information, home phone number.
You have access to that. You got special privileged access being part of the police department.
That's what I was counting on. I dial it up. Give him a call.
All right, Sparster, you are still at home. And before Frequency contacts you, you actually get a call from, just as secure
Is this
number.
before or after the cop paid me a visit?
After. A little bit after that.
I answer. Like, hello?
Hey, how you feeling about doing some surgery?
Is this who I think it is?
Yeah, it's Sledge. I ran into Bob. He's still kind of in rough shape, and I couldn't think of anyone more qualified to help him out.
Well, I was just actually about to call you myself.
What a coincidence. What's up?
Uh, could use a ride, but I mean, I suppose I can help Bob out. Anything for Bob.
Yeah, I could arrange that. Um, hmm. Tell you what, why don't I bring Bob to you?
We'll start with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that bringing you here wouldn't be great. Contributing to the delinquency of minor and all that. So I'm gonna
Details.
go ahead and show up for sure. I'm at Gun Show's place, and it's about what you'd expect.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. I assume since you have this this number, you can find my address.
Already did.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a few then.
See you in a few. Man, the perks of being a cop.
Yeah. Speaking
So,
of, you did get some messages from your police chief that you haven't really answered yet. So I'm just
oh
throwing that
yeah,
out there.
along the lines of where the hell are you?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Not reporting for like a week or something.
Yeah, and I doubt they're just gonna let me take vacation time. Ah well, it can wait. I go back to the trailer, knock on the door again.
All right. The
There's
trailer
no
door
way that
opens.
doorknob isn't booby trapped.
Yeah. You do hear a few latches go off before the door is actually opened. Says back already.
Oh yeah, I got a lead on some help for Bob. See if we can get him patched up.
Oh, you hear that, Bob? Yeah, I do. I could use another patch. I haven't updated for a while.
Ugh, robots. Yeah, man. Uh, so I'll take you over to a guy I know who can fix you up. You met him before. Sparkstorm.
Ah, yes, the smart one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. When shall we leave?
How's now?
Sounds fine to me. Gun show kind of just looks a bit inconvenienced, but he kind of just shrugs his shoulders, like, yeah, now it works. Let me get my gun.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he walks to the back door and comes out hauling his big ass gun, but it looks spiffy and clean.
I
You
need
can
another
see
drink.
Within an inch of its life.
You could see he's also got like his vest looks like it's padded underneath. He's a big guy, but you could tell he put on some protective body armor underneath his coat. So he brought all of his gear with him.
All right.
All right, where are we headed? Straight to Brightsville? Or the super genius live a bit closer?
Now you're gonna have to help me a little bit. The Brightsville, is that where the police are?
No, Brightsville's the town. Brightsville is the town taken over by Colonel Carnage. Way to the north. It's a
Oh,
different map.
No. That's going to be a few days from now. You still have time to work on your gun. Now we're going to stop off at Sparkstorm's place, get Bob patched up.
Alrighty.
I ask that you be on your best behavior and refrain from larceny while we're there.
Very well. You know, I don't make a habit of attacking banks without a plan. It's not like that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, we're going to be in this guy's house. Just, mind your P's and Q's.
Alright. Roger that.
All right. Head out to the car and drive over to Sparkstorm's place. Not crazy fast, but I do want to show off a little.
Alright. You're in the car and Bob kind of looks around as if he
And he froze.
knows that this is not a normal car.
You hold up. Back. You froze for a second there.
As you guys get in Maurice, Bob looks around as if he knows this isn't a normal car. Gun Show seems none the wiser. In fact, he's driven in this vehicle with you. With him in the back seat, you kind of got like a little cop cage back there.
Yeah. So I ask, so what do you notice, Bob? It seemed to be, there's a look of familiarity on your face.
Yes. This is, somebody we've met not too long ago. Although he looks different now.
You catch on quick.
I never caught his name. Oh, well, I can feel it. The waves it gives off. It's a very particular wave of energy.
Yeah, that's Maurice for you.
Maurice, that's his name. This gun show's just like, what are you talking about? This is a car.
Oh, let me show you. Give her hell, Maurice.
All right. And you give it a rev, and it just goes from like 0 to like 70 in a second. Gun show's just like, oh shit! As he clutches his gun like it was like a baby or something.
It's a security blanket.
Bob is completely unfazed. Gun's just like, slow the fuck down! What the fuck is happening?
Oh, man.
Do you just maintain full throttle until he gets used to it?
Oh, no. I rev to give him an idea that this isn't your normal everyday car, but then I go back to following traffic laws and whatnot. I don't need to be adding to the situation this town is facing.
Okay. He kind of regains his wits and breathes. He's just like, respect, Maurice, respect.
Hell yeah. Got it where it counts.
All right, and Sparkstorm. You're waiting on Sledge, and you get that call from Frequency.
Yeah, I get a
Not
text,
call.
and I reply like, what now? Make a submarine hide from sonar? Huh?
I respond like, yeah, I got a mission, and if I can't make my submarine be able to hide from sonar, this mission's gonna take me like 3 days.
Can you make it fly? That'd be easier.
If you could do that, cool. Just need to get to this freaking detention center that's off the coast.
I don't. I'm scratching my brain. I'm scarring my brain, but I don't know if you're in the water, like you're susceptible. I could try to think of something, but how soon?
Couldn't you, like 2 hours?
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Couldn't you do some crazy dualium enchantment stuff? It doesn't have to
Maybe.
be permanent. It could be something I could put on it and take off on my way out.
Uh, I don't know of one that. Is there another tab I have to look at? Any enchantment?
Shitty.
And besides,
Hey,
I'm gonna be a little busy for the next hour, at least.
All right. Well, I guess I won't be gone for a couple days then.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks. If I may interject, Sparkstorm, you did just get a notification saying a trade network is trying to be established from Duet. They may have new recipes in stock if you find a way to actually establish it, which would require finding a location somewhere in Century City with a good connection to the internet. That is also sort of a marketplace as well.
Well, I have an idea for that one. But at the same time, Bob's being plopped on my doorstep.
All right.
So, let's deal with. I may actually need a other than walking there. So, probably should
Bob gets
well,
dropped off at your doorstep. You don't have to go to him.
yeah, I meant like to go make the connection.
Oh.
So yeah, hey Sledge, or McLean. See you found it
Out,
already.
Sledge.
Welcome, Sledge. This is my parents' home.
Somehow seeing a police badge makes Gun Show more nervous than this fuck off sledgehammer.
I just laugh at that. In the back seat again, Sledge. Gotta stop making this a habit.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, Bob would be in the front seat. Yeah, I let Gun Show out because like there's no need for him to be stuck back there.
At least give him some water and crack the window.
The AC is on and he's listening to his favorite music.
That being said, he does seem a bit relieved to get out of a car that he was formerly detained in.
For sure. At least this time, well, I mean, last time there weren't cuffs either, because, like, what would the point of that be?
Yeah, you just knocked him out. Probably wrapped some chains around him.
I mean, you've seen how useful handcuffs are for people like us.
Yeah, not very.
So yeah, go ahead.
I gesture to Bob. He's still in rough shape. I don't know if there's something you could do.
Bob just waves at you.
Yeah, 1 second. I walk into the house. I go and I open the garage door. And I'm like, let's bring him in here.
The garage just inexplicably an operating room now.
Where I do all of my work.
All right.
I grab.
He sits down.
We have like a got one of the work benches, clear it off, pull it to the middle of the room. All right, hop on, lay him on here, gun show.
Gunshow kind of eases Bob down into a seat. He seems a bit stiff. You hear parts scraping against each other as he settles down.
I meant lay him on the table.
Oh, he lays him down on the table.
I mean, you were joking, but yeah, it's kind of an operating room.
All
I
right,
just
and
picture you going into the house, like pulling a lever or something, and we just hear chaotic noise and like stuff shifting around, and the garage door opens and it's just an OR.
with a clean room and everything.
Oh yeah.
I take a look, see what I can see what's like rank fixes based on urgency.
You can see
What's
that
grinding his gears?
What'd you say?
See what's grinding his
is
gears.
still there. Like he hasn't. There's still a hole in his head. Yeah, I was grinding his gears. What else?
Maybe Donnie.
Parts of his
froze.
armor are broken open.
Hold up. I missed the beginning of what you said. I think you froze when you first started.
First part I heard was
Oh,
a
can you
hole
hear
in
me
his
now?
head. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, he still has every bit of damage that he sustained since you guys first met him. So there's a big ass hole in his wall from when you met him in the subway. Much of his armor has been stripped from when he basically went berserk, and a lot of his internals seem to have looked melted. Like there's melted metal inside of him, scraping up in places where they shouldn't because they're not shaped the way they should be. Probably from when the virus was inside of him, melting him from the inside.
Oh. Just looking at him kind of gives me the shudders. Well, I grab my grease gun. I throw it at a gun show here, catch. And then
Guncho catches it a bit surprised.
and then I kind of grab like just an angle grinder to start off with, and basically kind of just have him like, all right, I lift his leg and have him start moving each joint, and if there's anything rubbing, I take a little off just to so it's not rubbing, and then I tell Gun Show to grease up any grease points.
All right. You take your time, carefully finding every point of friction that there shouldn't be, and greasing up all the those points. Roll engineering.
I mean, this isn't gonna fix him, but it's at least gonna make it less intrusive, extrusive, whatever. 34.
You perfectly managed to find all the fucked up bits and grind them down. Nothing seemed essential to his functioning, and there seemed to actually be quite a bit of components that were more or less superfluous. So he seems pretty fine now, and he seems to have more freedom when he moves.
Well, I mean, you're gonna probably need like full-on plastic surgery to repair some of these bits. That's not gonna happen in as a quick job right now. That's gonna take some time.
Anything we can do with the skylight in his dome? Like, that seems kind of important.
I mean, best I could do is kind of weld a little piece to cover the hole for now.
Turn to Bob. Don't you guys have any sort of like way you heal?
Yes, although the dualium inside me was broken down by the virus. At least it's not operating as it should. The code is broken.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I come back to this world and I'm naturally just go back into uh for lack of a better word, like a uh, deer monkey brain. I grab, I'm like, 1 second. I go grab a laptop that's I used specifically for non-important stuff. It's literally the thing I test viruses out on. And I drag it in here and I plug into him. Either that or I have a computer in the workshop and I try to plug into him. I would have one in the workshop. If I can.
Yeah, you have one.
Do I find a place to plug?
Yeah. At the base of his neck, if you recall, all the Metamen have sort of a plug there.
I plug in. I connect it. I don't know. Try to poke around to see if can find where the code for the regeneration process is.
All right. You take some time to look around. Roll hacking.
$32.
All right. You do find multiple routes. You find that the repair process is blocked, but you also find that it's also linked to some other programs that have been deteriorated by the virus, such as the programming that makes Metamen dumb as shit and loyal has also been broken down. You run the risk of repairing that if you repair the other functions. You could isolate it and try to repair only one. There's also the functions that keep Metamen from becoming too powerful. There's a lot of restrictive programming installed that has been dismantled by the virus, which would explain why Bob was so much stronger than other Metamen by the end of his infection.
I make a copy of this and tuck it into a folder to be like, yeah, I should look into this. My computer. Kind of just like a open notepad and just paste the code in there. Be like, yeah, I'll scrounge through that. In terms of the regenerative or repair program, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it's tied to making them dumb as shit. And I mean, loyal is nice, but he's loyal to his friends after, it seems like. So I
think with that broken, he's just able to make up his own mind.
Yeah, I try to isolate that. I try to repair it without including that program.
There is also the limiting programs that inhibit his enhanced strength and capabilities. Are you trying to isolate those as well?
Oh, is that tied to regenerative too?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think this is going to take longer than 5 minutes. Uh, yeah. I mean, I turn around, I'm like, so how much time do you have?
Well, before we head over to was it
Right.
Brightsville?
Yep, Brightsville.
Before we head over to Brightsville, Gunshow's got a couple days of work he wants to do on his gun, so he has some time.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna play around with the code. Bob can just do what he feels like. And how about like the day before, can come back and I can try to upload the new code. There's just a lot of stuff. I mean, this is some of the best spaghetti code I've seen in a long time, and not in a good way. Anubis definitely did. If it was Anubis, definitely did wonders on this because everything's tied to each other, and I don't want to sever a link that can actually like cripple him. And unfortunately, they're all connected to his repair function.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to like repair him too much, and all of a sudden he has robo cancer.
Yeah.
Like that's too much regeneration. And it's like the end of Akira, but cyberpunk.
That would be fucking insane.
So
I need to learn to stop saying these things out loud and giving him ideas.
yeah, I save off a copy of basically the code of, and I label it code of Bob. And I try to, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to test some things out later. So,
All right, we'll be back in a day or two.
well, since you're here,
Gunshow kind of just looks at. Oh.
I mean, you can say it.
Gunshow looks at Bob and says, "I'll be back for you, buddy."
I mean, you can take him with.
You don't need him here for well, the stuff you're gonna do.
I mean, I made a copy of it. If there's something goes wrong with that, I'll need him back. But I was just gonna test things, try try to fix it and run some tests before I try to plug it back into him.
Okie dokie, Bob, you're with me. Bob just gets up. Are we going to rob a bank now? No, Bob, you're just gonna hang out with me at my trailer.
Say what now? I did not hear that. Anywho,
I just look over at Jim like, look, man, baby steps.
chuckle and I'm like, well, so can I get a ride? Or are you
Sure,
are you
there's
busy?
nowhere you need to be. I suppose school's closed because of the unpleasantness.
Yeah, that was a pleasant some pleasant news that I heard actually. Well, I was gonna I did want to look at some warehouses so I can try to make some modifications to our friendly mech, or the pocket mech, and I kind of to the mech, and I kind of hold it out in my hand.
Yeah, you want to do that in an enclosed space, otherwise you'll cause a scene.
Yeah, actually, I popped it up to take a look inside, and hour
Yeah, I
later.
heard on the radio.
Yeah. Dude
I
didn't say
figured it
much
was
though.
you, so I didn't bother.
It would have made actually it would have been a more enjoyable conversation than the cop that did show up. He didn't really say much. But also, you never met him, but Harry, right? Harry.
Yep.
He's the mechanic that we met in the or friends with in Duad. Apparently, trying to make a trade network to our world dimension. Um. So, thinking maybe we could run to the mall.
I'm sure that makes sense in your head. All right.
I mean, basically, they need a place to set up a shop that's also connected to the internet.
Oh, okay. I thought the secret to interdimensional travel was Jinkos. No,
Not
we
this
can.
time.
Okay. Sure. So, warehouse first, mall second?
Probably mall first. Frequency is up to something and asked me to do something that I don't know, and maybe I can, if I set this up in the next, I don't know, hour, I can help him out. Otherwise, he's gonna be gone for a couple days. Otherwise, he probably could help you guys out too, wherever you're heading in a couple days.
Oh, yeah. We're just going to be putting some holes in that Colonel Carnage prick.
Oh, yeah, it sounds right up Frequency's alley.
You know how he is. Gets his mind on something, and that's it. So whatever he's doing, he's gonna have to finish, I'm sure, before we can talk him into doing anything else. But yeah, let's hit up the mall.
Oh, speaking of which, Bob, instead of robbing a bank, you want to break into a prison? Oh, wait, do I know that's where
Oh,
he's headed?
Sorry, what?
you don't know where that's where he's heading.
Oh, okay, never mind. I
You
don't say
didn't-
that.
I told him I was trying to go to a prison.
You
When
did?
we were talking our messages, I said I need to get to a prison just offshore to break someone out.
Oh, okay. You do know that then.
Then okay. I actually want to rephrase it. Hey, Bob, you want to go visit prison?
Is that where you go to be a hero? Wait, no, it's not.
Um,
Why?
hang out with your buddy Frequency. That's why.
Huh. Sounds good to me.
Well, we first need to see if we can help him out. And yeah, well, where is like there a I don't know, internal mall somewhere so I can set up a key, kind of like hijack a kiosk that's out there.
Right here.
Where's here?
Big ass building that I'm pinging.
Oh, down there.
It's in the shady part of town, but lots of business down there. All right. I'm gonna have to call it a night pretty soon, though.
Yeah.
Yo, is that Fermilab?
I don't know what that is. I put this token on here years and years and years ago.
I swear that's Fermilab. I've been there. That's cool as hell.
And this is not an AI image. This is like something I pulled from Google search when I was pulling all my tokens from that.
You know, Sparkstorm, if you ever get the opportunity to go to Fermilab, do it. It's cool as hell.
What is
Alright.
it?
America's largest particle accelerator complex.
Ah.
It's cool as hell. They have the Tevatron, all sorts of places you can't walk into, not because it's classified, but because the radiation will kill you. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that looks like it.
All right. So you pull up to the mall, the mall, the Century Mall, the Mall of the Century.
Yeah, that looks like that too.
Here we go. And there's a lot of business. Business is booming, but on your way there, there's police sirens. You don't even get there.
And
You
he's
hear
frozen again.
police sirens on your way there. You see heroes flocking off to some crisis. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're good.
Halfway towards getting there, you guys just hear police chatter going crazy from your police thing in your car, police radio. You hear like the swoosh of people flying overhead towards a crisis. Sledgehammer Disco. There's villain activity nearby. You're free to make a detour to stop it or just continue on to the mall.
I mean, there's a time crunch on this mall thing, right? We got an hour, and we have to make a deal to buy some retail space in that hour.
Yeah, probably.
Basically,
That'll be a crunch.
that's if we
Well, I suppose.
can help frequency. If otherwise, I mean, he could be back pretty quickly, but otherwise, like in a day. But otherwise, it's gonna take him like 3 days.
How about I drop you off here, and then Gun Show Bob and I go take care of these hoodlums?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll pick you up in an hour.
Yeah, hopefully I got some good news.
All right.
Thanks, Dad.
All right.
And I laugh.
Sure, kid. I'm gonna go find a spot to park.
All right. Nice. This is actually the perfect place to stop because now I know what I gotta plan next week.
Excellent.
So with that, viewers, our heroes still they're doing all the things in Century City. Sledgehammer Disco is about to stop some villains. Starstorm's about to create a connection with cyberspace and maybe, change the world and how trade works once he opens that market. And Frequency is still working on trying to get Mr. Blank out of prison. Find out how this all turns out next time on Powerless.
It's like the Silk Road, except less tangible.
Yeah, some sort of super highway for information.
Some sort of like web that's really wide across the world.
I'm actually curious, like how Disco was going to respond before Sparkstorm changed his statement, asking Bob if he wanted to break into prison.
Oh no, the response was, "Excuse me."
But that was it.
Kindly fucking explain yourself.
All right. Bye, Internet Land.
Bye, Internet.